Welcome back, guys. Today, my guest is Mr. Lucas McKenna, year-old comedian from Milestone, which is near Bellingen, up on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. He's a father of one. He's also the organiser of the Bellingen Comedy Group. Mate, how you going?
I'm going quite well under the circumstances. Yeah, keeping myself busy.
Yeah,
I've had a bit of a social interaction doing some work from the Milestone shop, so I've been able to actually see some people of late, which has been awesome.
yeah,
Keeping myself busy with work. Unfortunately, there's not much comedy going around, but there's this.
yeah. There's this.
I've been on the internet a lot, as a lot of
Yeah,
people have been. Yeah, yeah. There's one product that I've seen of late that I've just gone. Just don't understand. You might have seen it's the coffee pods that you refill. So the
what?
idea of the idea exactly the idea of the coffee pod is it's really easy and you don't have to do anything. You just put the pod in. So
Yeah,
they've made them because they're environmentally friendly to refill them. So what you have to do is you have to refill them. It's tiny little pods, and you pack them up. It's kind of like getting a cigarette and re-putting tobacco in it and going, I've got a tailor-made cigarette, but I have to put the tobacco in anyway. It's
wow.
ridiculous.
Well, it's recycling, I guess.
I suppose people have got time on their hands at the moment, haven't they?
Yeah, before I get into your comedy,
Yeah, sorry about that.
mate, do you realise that today we are only in day 10?
Ah. Thanks for that.
Day 10 of lockdown, okay?
Yeah, right. Yep.
And that's of a 3-month lockdown, and they're talking about making it 6.
Yep. All right.
How do you
All right.
feel? How do you
I
feel,
feel
brother?
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Are you as excited as I am?
I'm wrapped. I'm wrapped to
Oh,
find that out. Yeah.
I'm just, yeah, I'm wrapped too. So you're the organizer of the Belgian Comedy Group.
Yes.
How did you first get into comedy?
I've always really liked stand-up comedy as a genre,
Yep.
and when I was giving up smoking, I left the house to not kill people, and there was a free open mic night on,
Yeah.
and I went there and just sat there with nicotine withdrawals, going, "That's not funny. That's funny. That's not funny. That's funny." And I went to that night for ages, and then eventually I just went, "Can I get up and do one?" Because every time it had happened, every time I'd think about doing it, there'd either be someone who'd bombed, and I
Yeah.
just go, "I don't want to do that," or someone really funny, and you go, "I couldn't do that." And then you go, and so eventually I summoned up the courage to actually do it, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. I really liked it.
Yeah.
That was in Melbourne just before I moved up.
You recently performed in Raw.
I did, yes.
And Raw is complete beginners. There's a rule that says you have to only have earned less than $500,
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
and you'll still qualify next year.
I reckon I'll qualify for a few years.
And yeah, so will 90% of other stand-up comedians qualify for quite a few years. I still qualify.
Yeah, right.
That's just a comment about my success.
Yeah, I think it's a comment about stand-up comedy in general, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know many people who get paid for it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, good one.
I'm just not one of them.
Yeah, right.
Mate, what's your regular job? You got a regular
My
job?
regular job, I'm a cook by trade.
Yeah,
I've been doing teaching at TAFE,
yeah,
and I also do some desktop publishing. So I've got sort of three different trades all going on at the same time that I just do whichever one I feel best suits me at the time, really. So at the moment, I'm back cooking, and I'm doing some video cooking. My hands are in shot all the time, but my face is not, which is good for the viewer.
yeah.
So I'm showing aged carers how to make simple meals for the elderly. That's my gig at the moment.
Good
It's just
stuff.
a bit of, it is.
Right.
It's a bit of fun. Yeah, yeah.
Good on you, brothers. Any other hobbies you're picking up to keep busy since there's no
Um,
comedy going on?
I've been trying to do some comedy writing, which is slow, and it's also the other thing I'm finding is because you don't see many people, you don't get to try your jokes out on them. So you think a joke's really funny, and then you tell it to one of the few people that you get within a few meters of, and they just sort of look at you. I go, oh, well, I'll have to wait another week till I see another person.
Write it down. You end up with a whole bunch of books like this,
Yeah, yeah.
just everywhere. Yeah, you'll. Uh, I can't remember what book it is, but there's a famous quote by a famous writer or something that says, "Write everything.
Yep,
Just write everything, everything, and everything, and everything."
yep,
Yeah,
yep. Yeah, so
mate.
that's my plan at the moment. Doing comedy writing for stand-up and whatever comes up.
Who's your favourite comedian?
Ooh, wasn't expecting that. I liked seeing him live. I really liked Ross Noble.
Oh yeah,
He was really good live.
yep.
Um, uh, I also like a Melbourne comedian I like is Hung Lee. He's probably one of the funniest blokes I've met.
Yeah.
He did a routine once that I can't remember most of it because I was crying with laughter from the first joke. Actually, from the second joke. The first joke was the second funniest joke I'd ever heard, and then his second one was the funniest joke I'd ever heard. It didn't matter what he said after that; it was funny.
You haven't been in comedy for very long.
No, I haven't. No, I just started about 6 months ago.
And in that time, you started your own comedy club, comedy group.
I took it over from Amna B, who you
Oh yeah,
was on
yeah, I've
there.
talked to her already. Yeah.
She started it up, and I'd moved from Melbourne, and she said, "Great, you can take it over."
How good is that?
That's after I'd done 2 shows in Melbourne
Yeah.
before I'd MC'd a night. So that was pretty. Yeah, I do like the MCing more than the writing a routine. I've found.
All right.
I think it suits me better.
Showman.
Yeah, and also you don't have to be as funny.
Oh yeah. No, but you're pretty good. And you
Different
also
fun.
got to set up all the equipment too, which
Yeah.
sucks balls.
Yes, it does. Yeah, so that my actual on stage hasn't been for long, but I used to always write little routines into my TAFE teaching
Yep.
because you had a different class every day,
That's
a
right.
different audience every day, so you could use the same jokes and you could work it into a
True.
lesson
Hey.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good point. Yeah.
yeah.
Different.
So
Yeah.
that's sort of I get that bit of it from I think that's why I had the confidence to get up and do it because it's just like a room full of people who don't want to learn you what you're teaching them.
Wow. Hey, Andy Saunders works at TAFE too.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you hope for the future?
Hopes for the future for comedy
For yourself.
or for myself.
For yourself in comedy.
For myself in comedy, oh yeah. What I want to do is have link up a whole lot of the open mic nights up and down the coast, so that it sort of like can become like a tour for comedians
Yeah,
and be
hell
like
yeah.
that's what I want because there's a lot of individual ones and it's a very very inclusive community, isn't it?
Yeah.
Comedy. You can turn up from Northern Rivers and be as welcome as from Kempsey.
And I remember Ben too, uh,
Yep,
who was trying to find a room in Coffs
yep,
Harbour.
yep,
And that was it. You just about got your room established and ready. You're absolutely ready, I know, because
yep,
uh, Lucas actually helps me in a lot of other stuff. He organised a workshop that he made me do, and but he's that's with his other job with the comedy group, and he does stuff for probably a dozen people that I don't even know about. But yeah, lovely fella, always working for the comedy, and it's just great. And that's what you need. He works at it harder than I do.
It's that was in the list before we moved up here. We had did a list of pros and cons whether to move up here, and the big con was no comedy for me.
Yeah,
And then so it's like, no, I have to start one. I turned up and Amna had already started. It's like this
yeah.
just dream come true for me. I don't even have to find a room.
And we've already talked. We were going to start to
Yes.
expand to the next town down the road.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
It'll still happen.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I'll tell you what, once it's all over, people are going to be pretty happy to be outside, I reckon.
Mate, any Marvel fan will know that the snap becomes the
Yep.
blip.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
so
Yep.
it'll happen. We'll get back to it. I can't wait to get
We'll
back
get
to
back
it.
to it. Yeah. It'll be great. I'm excited already.
Right, mate. I know you're very busy. I'm gonna let you go in a sec.
Okay.
In a minute.
Yep.
Don't leave me yet. But first of all, I've got to ask everybody if they could hit that red subscribe button so that I need 1,000 subscribers to get paid. And if I get paid, then I can get help pass half it on to the artist. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Stay safe. Share your blessings. Lucas McKenna, you're brilliant. Just one of the hardest working blokes in all of Milestone. And
That's gold.
we appreciate it so much, mate. Before we go, what is your favourite joke ever of all time?
My favourite joke that I made, or
Whether you've heard it, if something sticks in your head that you tell at barbecues and stuff, just one of them jokes that you always pull out.
my favourite joke that I'm using at the moment, I heard on a podcast, Talking Tigers,
Yeah.
that I use it when I do a sound check now, which is we've got a very diverse sound crew.
Yeah.
We've got a Polish sound guy and a Czech one too.
Ah,
It's good to get a laugh during a sound check, I think.
all right, brother. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
We'll talk again soon.
Okay, thanks
See
very
you,
much,
mate.
Dave. Good to see you. I'd shake your hand if we were in the same room.
Yeah.
See you later. Thank you.